People go to Disneyland for a very large number of reasons, whether it's to spend time with friends or family, or to indulge yourself in good food and good drinks, whether they're alcoholic or not. My wife and her friends decided to come to Disneyland for those exact reasons. I, on the other hand, thought I'd tag along to find one little thing. As I made my way through downtown Disney, it was difficult not to notice all these 70 signs, so congratulations Disney on being happy for 70 days. I kept taking in the different views. Whether it was the bright sun that was blinding my eyes because I forgot to bring sunglasses, or the obvious reason you even go to Disneyland. Oh, well, there we go again. Congrats Disney on 70 days. I had my eyes on one little prize, but before I arrived at my final destination, I had one important stop to make, and that is the single greatest thing on this planet. And that's, of course, multi-billion-dollar corporation watered down coffee. At this point, you probably know where we're going, especially if you clicked on this video, then you definitely know what we're doing. I just thought it would be important to point out there was one single child bawling his eyes out saying, "Mommy, I don't want Legos." And it was at that point I realized I've never been more worried about a child's mental health. It was awesome seeing the Mecha Team Leader set from LEGO Fortnite, as well as LEGO Minecraft, and everyone's favorite for some reason, LEGO Star Wars, and their awesome brick-built words and cool creatures. That cost way too much money, but this wasn't the only theme I saw. I got to take a look at the LEGO City stuff and the Ninjago stuff, and after having a great chat with this LEGO store employee swooshing a ship around the store, I was also ready to purchase the one and only thing that every LEGO fan has ever wanted since it first got released, and that, of course, is the LEGO minifigures Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse series. I'm just kidding. I also got the Wicked Brickheads. Yeah. Oh, I also got this guy. This is pretty cool. As I'm recording this, I'm realizing he's still in my pocket, so... But at this time, I was taking a seat outside and taking in the ambiance. But yeah, making our way back into the park after the awesome Fall Out Boy cover by whoever those people were, I realized I should probably start looking for my wife and her friends. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but oh look, hand sanitizer. But as I made my way down Main Street, it was really cool seeing the festivities up right now for fall/Halloween, and of course being reminded of who exactly here in this park owns every single one of our souls. It was at this point that I just decided to keep walking and enjoy what I was seeing, like the Main Street Cinema that plays the same thing every day, or of course the Crystal Arcade, which very disappointingly has 0 games to play. But at this point, my hip was hurting and I was running off of a single Celsius and the tail end of my latte. The giant concrete building that everybody likes taking pictures in front of was a great reminder that I was here to find my wife. But while I was looking for her, I began wondering and questioning things, like, why am I here? Did I come with my wife? Am I married? Do I exist? What is the point of life if everything just crumbles and dies and there's no point to anything? Oh, never mind, I found her. All good. So we made our way over to the greatest ride in the park, of course, and do I even have to say what ride it is? All right, it's Jack Skellington's Wild Ride. I know, that's the one that everyone loves. I'm kidding, I know that it's called The Nightmare Before Christmas Mission Breakout. But as we were here, it was cool taking a look at the scary things that they had, like the pumpkin paintings, or the freaky white dudes, or of course the creepy little dog that flies in the air, or this, oh yeah, they also had that freaky little thing. You know the one. But above all, it's really impressive when you take a step back and you realize that every single year Disneyland goes out of their way to put an overlay over this ride. And it's really cool, like seeing stuff like, of course, the Hat Man or Evil Chapel Roan, and of course the awesome talking pumpkins, or singing, I guess. And then my Disney adult wife telling me that this is a new Oogie Boogie animatronic, which, actually it's pretty cool. And as we made our way out, our night was coming to an end, so we went ahead and took a look at the overpriced snacks, like these $12 pumpkin spice frosted pretzels. Wow, okay. And then these lollipops that nobody ever finishes. In fact, I very rarely even see people buy these things. So, that's cool. More sweet treats like these things on sticks, crackers, giant apples, coated in oh my god, is that a $9 Rice Krispie treat? It has M&Ms. I mean, I'm surely they can't sell that well, but we got, look at that. We got, you know, cool, pretty lights and Disney's pretty architecture inside this candy palace, which is, you know, pretty sweet. And then, of course, we've got, okay, that's an $8 Rice Krispie treat. And someone in our party is buying one. That's great. That's real great. Okay, $6.49. That's not bad. $5 sugar cookies. Okay. $7. Okay. There it is again. There's a $9 Rice Krispie treat again, coated in M&Ms and chocolate. Yeah, look at that. There's $9. Okay, $9 Rice Krispie treats. Again, those are $6. And there's the $8 Rice Krispie treat that my wife's friend got. Here's a clip of her and her poor financial decisions. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There it is again. That's a different spot. There it is, and that is a kid pointing at it, telling his mother that he wants one. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty great. But, you know, at the end of everything, it's important to remember why we even do these things. Why do we come to Disneyland? Why do we go out with friends? And of course, gotta remember, it was all for this guy. And the wicked brickheads. But yeah, alright.